Street Fighter, the 2026 movie starring Jason Momoa as Blanka. Hook, 0 to 10 seconds. Jason Momoa, the man who played Aquaman, is now a green monster in the new Street Fighter movie. That is not a joke. This is real. And the trailer just broke the internet. Chapter 1, the announcement, 0:10 to 1:30. In July 2026, Paramount Pictures officially revealed the first look at the new Street Fighter movie, and it is nothing like fans expected. Jason Momoa, best known for his roles in Aquaman and Game of Thrones, has been cast as Blanka, the electric green powerhouse from the original Street Fighter II arcade game. The casting news alone generated over 50 million views across social media platforms in the first week. Fans were stunned by the dramatic departure from the traditional look of the character, who is known for his wild blonde hair and green skin. Momoa's version promises a more grounded, realistic take on the beloved fighter. The movie is directed by a yet-to-be-announced director, but the cast is already turning heads. Andrew Koji, who starred in Bullet Train and the TV series Warrior, will play Ryu, the iconic martial artist who has been the face of the Street Fighter franchise since 1987. The film also features Roman Reigns, the WWE Universal Champion, in a mysterious new role, along with Cody Rhodes, the AEW World Champion. Rapper and entrepreneur 50 Cent is also on board, making his acting comeback after years of producing and starring in Power and its spin-off series. Chapter 2, the story and setting, 1:30 to 3:30. According to the latest trailer, the film is set in a gritty 1993 urban landscape, a stark departure from the colorful, anime-inspired aesthetic of previous Street Fighter adaptations. The story follows Ryu and Ken as they reunite to face a hidden conspiracy surrounding the World Warrior tournament. Chun-Li, the Interpol officer played by a yet-to-be-announced actress, recruits them to take down a criminal organization that is using the tournament as a front for illegal arms dealing and human trafficking. Blanka, played by Momoa, is portrayed as a feral, powerful force of nature. The character, originally a Brazilian man named Jimmy who was transformed by secret government experiments into a green-skinned powerhouse, will be a central antagonist in the film. Momoa's casting has divided fans, with some excited about the dramatic take and others skeptical about the departure from the video game's colorful, exaggerated style. The film is scheduled for theatrical release on October 16, 2026, just in time for the holiday season. This positions it as a major blockbuster contender for the end of the year, competing with other tentpole releases from Marvel and Disney. Chapter 3, the gaming and movie crossover trend, 3:30 to 5:30. Street Fighter is not the only video game franchise getting the Hollywood treatment in 2026. The gaming movie crossover trend has exploded in recent years, with films like the Super Mario Bros. Movie grossing over $1 billion worldwide, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 continuing the franchise's success, and the upcoming Minecraft movie from Warner Bros. Promising to be another major event. The global video game movie market is projected to reach over $10 billion by 2028, according to industry analysts. However, the Street Fighter movie faces unique challenges. Previous adaptations, including the 1994 film starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and the 1995 animated movie, received mixed reviews at best. The 2009 Street Fighter IV animated film was widely panned by fans and critics alike. The success of this new adaptation will depend on whether it can honor the source material while appealing to a mainstream audience that may not be familiar with the games. The inclusion of real WWE and AEW wrestlers in the cast is a bold move that signals the film is targeting a broader audience beyond just gaming fans. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes bring massive fan bases of their own, which could help drive opening weekend numbers. The crossover between professional wrestling and video games is not new. Both industries share a fan base that values athleticism, spectacle, and larger-than-life characters. Chapter 4, What Fans Are Saying, 5:30 to 7 o'clock. Fan reactions on social media have been mixed but generally positive. The Blanka vs. Ryu fight scene that leaked online has garnered millions of views on YouTube and Reddit. Fans praise Momoa's physical transformation for the role and the gritty, realistic tone of the fight choreography. The action sequences are being compared favorably to John Wick and The Raid for their intensity and practical stunt work. However, some longtime Street Fighter fans are concerned that the film is straying too far from the source material's over-the-top, arcade-style action. The original games were known for their colorful characters, exaggerated special moves, and campy storylines. A grounded, realistic take may alienate the core fanbase while trying to attract new viewers. The Street Fighter franchise has sold over 40 million copies of its games worldwide. The original Street Fighter II, released in 1991, is considered one of the most influential video games ever made. It popularized the fighting game genre and established mechanics like special moves, combo attacks, and competitive multiplayer that are standard in games today. The franchise has spawned numerous sequels, spin-offs, and crossover titles over the past 3 decades. Chapter 6, The Business Side, 8 to 9 o'clock. The financial stakes for the Street Fighter movie are high. The franchise has generated billions of dollars in revenue from arcade cabinets, console games, merchandise, and licensing deals over the past 3 decades. A successful film could open the door to even more adaptations of classic Capcom titles, including Mega Man, Devil May Cry, and Resident Evil. Paramount has invested heavily in the marketing campaign, with teaser trailers already accumulating hundreds of millions of views online. The studio is banking on the nostalgia factor to draw in older fans who grew up playing Street Fighter in arcades, while hoping to attract a new generation of younger viewers through the star power of Jason Momoa and the WWE crossover appeal. Merchandise tie-ins are expected to be extensive, from action figures and apparel to themed food products at major fast food chains. The Street Fighter brand remains one of the most recognizable in gaming, and a well-executed film could revitalize interest in the franchise across all platforms. Chapter 7, Looking Ahead in CTA, 9 to 10 o'clock. With the October release date approaching, expect more trailers, character reveals, and behind-the-scenes content in the coming months. The Street Fighter movie could be the film that finally proves video game adaptations can be taken seriously as cinema. Or it could be another cautionary tale about the risks of adapting beloved games for the big screen. The gaming community is eagerly watching to see how this film will be received. A strong opening weekend could set the tone for a new wave of video game movies. A disappointing result could make studios think twice before investing in similar projects. Either way, Street Fighter is back in the spotlight, and this time it is on the biggest screen of all. If you are a fan of Street Fighter, gaming, or just good action movies, mark your calendars for October 16, 2026. Subscribe to TrendForge for more updates on the biggest stories in gaming and entertainment. Drop a comment below telling us who you want to see in the movie. And share this video with any Street Fighter fan you know. Thanks for watching.